Windows represent a critical component of a building's envelope, influencing not only thermal performance and natural interior lighting, but also the overall environmental impact of the structure. This study applies life cycle assessment to evaluate the impacts of operable and fixed wood-based windows, with dimensions of 1,185 by 1,495 mm throughout their 50-year lifespan, covering the system boundaries of the product stage and maintenance. The study addresses environmental impact changes based on paint quantity, paint type, and addition of aluminium cladding. Scenarios were modelled for different frame surface treatments, including varnish layers, paint presence, and aluminium cladding. The impact categories assessed include element depletion, fossil depletion, global warming potential, ozone layer depletion, human toxicity, freshwater toxicity, marine toxicity, terrestrial ecotoxicity, photochemical ozone creation, acidification potential, and eutrophication potential. Spruce from sustainably managed forests in the form of glued solid timber was used as the main element. For both operable and fixed windows, 3 types of finishing were modelled. Scenario 1 involved frames with aluminium cladding on the outer side, including surface treatment with varnish but without paint. Scenario 2 involved frames without cladding treated with varnish but without paint. Finally, Scenario 3 involved frames without cladding treated with varnish and paint. Each window frame featured a 3-layer coating system consisting of water-based acrylic varnish. The first and second layers were the same for all frames. Neither contained ethylene glycol or paint. The third layer was applied in 2 variants, varnish with and without paint. Both contained ethylene glycol, and only one contained paint. The glazing was modelled as a standard triple glazed unit. It consisted of 3 4mm glass panes separated by 2 18mm cavities filled with argon. 2 types of varnish were considered in the maintenance stage, acrylic and natural-based, each having 2 variants, with or without paint. Each window frame was coated with 2 layers. Acrylic varnish was modelled to be coated every 5 years and natural varnish every 3 years. The results indicate that the embodied environmental impact of the wood material alone remains relatively small, while glazing and aluminium cladding dominate. In terms of surface treatment, neither the varnish quantity nor the presence of paint significantly influenced the environmental impact. Natural varnish results in a higher environmental burden compared to acrylic. Differences between operable and fixed windows also reflect additional materials and hardware requirements, resulting in operable windows exhibiting higher environmental impacts across all assessed categories. The findings of this study highlight the important role of structural elements and additional components on the overall environmental impact regarding the complexity of windows.